Hi guys. So today I didn't think I was gonna be this emotional. This is gonna be something so crazy that I'm still trying to deal with, and I'm trying to talk myself through the situation. Um so sorry if I'm all over the place or my emotions get all over the place, because I already know I'm probably gonna go from like being really upset and sad to being angry and probably yelling in this video. If I do, I'm sorry. But you're gonna see why. Okay? Like, stay with me. Stay with me with this video. It's a lot of information, a lot of keeping up, a lot of sequence of events, because this is just stupid. Okay? So today I'm giving George Washington. I was trying to do something. I was trying to do something with these fake curls, but girl, it's not what I was, yeah, whatever. But it's too late, and to be honest, I don't really care. I kind of wanted it to be something. I feel like it looks cuter in person, but honestly, yeah. So, let's get into this, because this is going to be a part one to this. I already know it. This situation is not over. This just happened to me yesterday. So, yeah. Um, just keep up. Okay? So, boom. Let's get it popping. So, if you have seen a few of my other story times, you know that I have been burned, okay? I have been just in these terrible situations, not just like my client story times, but the story time about why I no longer want to do hair or why I won't work in a salon, things like that. And the follow-up stories that I'm gonna link them in the description so you can catch up if you don't know what I'm talking about. You don't need to watch those to get this one, but just to give you a background, that I have been through quite a bit of stuff within the cosmetology world, and I have always been against getting a salon suite. But the pandemic has really just, like I told y'all, I'm doing a lot of things that I never thought I would be doing. And I kind of take it as a way of learning and growing and kind of stepping out of my comfort zone. And I don't know what it is. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm really emotional right now. So I'm sorry if I just don't come across very clear, but I feel like it's important to document this as it's happening, and then once like it's all over, then I can kind of sum it up for you guys. But I think it's a good thing to do it as I'm going along. So I was always against that. I was always against doing hair in somebody's house, doing hair at my house, and I started doing that due to the whole thing. Then I started looking into a salon suite. That's why in previous videos I was saying, like, I have a lot of things coming, I have a lot of things, in store, like, get ready for it, da da da. That's what I was talking about. I was looking into getting a salon suite. This process has been in the works. Like, I've been looking around for months now. I was looking at different areas that would convenience me, areas that I could see myself potentially being there for a long time, things of that nature. That's why I was looking into so much. So I put it for myself to, look around, get prices, get kind of a thing for me to go. So I called around different places. I was looking into different things, anywhere that had a sign, and like literally all up and down the Miami area I was going, because I just wanted to see like what I could do. So as I was Googling and everything, I found this. I just picked a random salon suite thing. And I had every intention of exposing them. I have every intention of doing so. But I'm meeting with a lawyer on Monday. So I don't know if that could jeopardize, what I'm trying to do as far as like the law goes and like getting a lawsuit and all that stuff. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to blur out my receipts. I'm going to, do that. If this doesn't go the way I planned, like, I am seeking revenge. Like, don't worry. It will get juicy very fast. So I found this spot and I called. So I called the place, and it's like an automated number, and then it gives you like the press 1 if you need an appointment, press 2, whatever. So it transferred me. I pressed the number to talk to somebody, like a representative, and it transferred me to this number that didn't pick up. So I get a text telling me, let me get everything together because I got everything. So this was Wednesday, January 27th. Okay, this is how long I've been looking. I get a text message saying, sorry, I can't talk right now. Please leave me a voicemail or a text. So I said, hello, is this hair salons? So I get a phone call. After I text, I get a phone call saying that, yes, this is it, And I told her, I was like, hey, I just wanted to know, like, I just wanted to get some information about your salon suites, whatever. She was like, oh, I'm on my way over there in about 20 minutes. I can meet you at the location if that's okay with you. I said, yeah, that's fine. I'm on my way over there. She was like, all right, cool. So go over. And so then I texted her. I said, hello, it's Samantha. I'm here in the lobby. She says, I'm walking up. So when I meet with her, she gives me a whole tour. I introduce myself to her. And for the sake of right now, we're going to call her Monica. So Monica goes ahead, gives me the tour of the place, shows me around, tells me the different benefits and things that they offer, gives me the whole spiel, gives me the rundown. And if you don't know anything about salon suites, it's basically an apartment. You're renting an apartment. Keep that in mind. It's like an apartment. So she's showing me the different suites. She's telling me this, that, and the third. And she goes to talk about pricing and things like that. So she's telling me that they start at $275. This is a key component. She tells me that single suites start at $275 a week. And as I was like going around the places, one place that I had found that was like super bougie, super nice, super out of my way. I was just browsing, to be honest. But there was one place that I found that was super, super bougie, super nice, whatever. It was $365 a week. And this lady, I'm at a really nice location. It's kind of close to my house. And it was, it kind of worked out better. And when she said $275, I said, yo, bet. Like, I was thinking I was going to have to pay $365 a week. You're saying $275, like, say less. Like, I'm with it. So I told her, I was like, oh yeah, like, that's perfect, whatever. I'm the type of person, and I'm telling you, all these little things are going to come into play. So please keep up, okay? So I'm the type of person, I don't care if I have a negative balance in my bank account. I will never talk about that. Like, I never say that I have a budget. I never say, oh, like, I can't do that, or, oh, I can't afford that. I never talk like that. I will sit here and act like I got it like that, and in my head be like, dang, like, it's a little steep, That's just how I am as a person. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing or whatever, but I never, ever in my life, anybody can vouch for me, I never speak on pricing or budget, ever, when it comes to me. Okay? So she tells me that there are no single suites available, but she's going to take down my information. And I reiterated with her, I'm like, I'm definitely very much interested. So if anybody moves out of a single suite, please let me know. Mind you, this is like an apartment. So when you get availability, girl, I'm on your wait list. Like, please let me know. I told her for a fact, I want it. I don't care how much your deposit is. I don't care how much your weekly thing is. I want it, okay? I need to calm down. That was January 27th of 2021. And she told me that, she was going to get back with me, whatever. And I was like, oh, perfect. I hope that it's not like anytime soon anyway, because this gives me enough time to save my money and kind of get myself together, get my clientele together, make sure I have a solid foundation. with, you know, the money, with my clientele, with what I want to do, with my ideas, things like that. So this happened on January 27th. She messages me on February 26th, pretty much a month later, saying, "Hi Samantha, just circling back. Are you still looking for a suite?" And I said, "Yeah, hey, yes ma'am. I'm still interested if you had a single suite available." Run it back. Yes, I am still interested if you have a single suite available. Remember that. I'm not coming at you with that attitude. I'm sorry, okay? I just need y'all to keep up with me. So time goes on. Time, you know, everything is good. Everything is cool. The months are going by. She never responded to that message, but I didn't really think anything of it because she's actually really bad at communication. Like, she's really bad at answering the phone. She's really bad at texting back, but whatever, you know, you're busy, cool. So time went on, and I just kept telling myself, I gave myself a goal about how much money that I wanted to save. And I was just, you know, I was hoping that it was going to take a little bit longer so that way I can stack as much money as I could, save as much money as I could. So that way when she calls me, I'm on go. Like, you want your deposit? You want this? I can put down 5 months rent. I'm good to go. That's what I had in my head because I'm not a dummy. So I get a call from her. And I believe it was the day before, the day after, or something like that. She was calling me or whatever, but I couldn't get my phone call. Like, I don't know, my calls kept failing or whatever. So on Saturday, March 6th of 2020, I said, "So sorry to have missed your call. I have been driving and have terrible connection right now." Okay. Told her I had terrible connection. She didn't hit me up. She didn't say anything. Until later. Okay, I missed her call and I called her again. She did not respond to me. I called her back and then I texted her that, "Hey, I'm sorry, like I had bad connection." To which she responds on March 9th, because I called her again on March 9th. She says, "Hi, I'm in a meeting. We'll call you once I'm done." Never called me. She never called me after that, okay? Did not call me on March 9th. She did not give me a call, okay? So let's fast forward to about like a week or two after that. She gives me a call and she says, "Hey, I wanted to know if you would be up to sharing a suite with this lady. And we're going to call this lady Linda. If you want to share a suite with Linda, because she is in a double suite right now. She's a nail tech and she's in a double suite right now with another hairstylist who is planning on leaving. She's leaving, whatever. She's really sweet. She's really nice. She's like a older lady or whatever. She's super cute. Super sweet. That was her word. She's super sweet. She's super cute. Blah, blah, blah. If you want to meet with her, here's her number. I'm going to send you her number. You can get in contact with her and see how it goes." So she sends it to me. She sends me her number. She says, "Hi, Samantha. Here is Linda's contact info. I also gave her yours." I said, "Perfect. Thank you." This is on March 23rd. Okay. That day, let me go ahead and get this. So she gave me the information of the lady. So she lets me know that the lady only speaks Spanish. She only, you know, she doesn't know any English. So whatever, I get my message and I'm going to put the message on here in Spanish, but I'm going to translate it for y'all so you get what I'm saying. So basically, I told her, "Hi, my name is Samantha." I don't remember the name of the lady because I really didn't. She was in my phone for the longest at Salon Suites. I could not remember Monica's name. But I was like, I don't remember the name of the lady from the suite, but she gave me her number and I wanted to see when I could go to the suite to get to know you and see the space. That's what I said. So then she responds, "Hi, good evening, Samantha. My name is Linda." So then she calls me and I pick up the phone and we basically talk, and she was like, "Okay, like if you want to come by, I work tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow till around 5 if you want to come by the suite." So I said, "Yeah, perfect. I have a client and once I get done with that client, I will be able to go meet you or whatever." So the day comes, that was March 23rd. That was Tuesday, March 23rd when I got in contact with her to meet with her at the suite. So then on March 24th, the following day, I had a client and that took way longer than I expected. Like, and I was completely out of the area. Like, it was just over with. And at that time, it was already about like 4:20, and she told me that she was gonna leave at 5 o'clock. So I just went ahead and I let her know, hey, I'm with a client in this area and I don't think I'm gonna be able, and I don't think I'll be able to see you in time. Do you work tomorrow? She said, hi, yes, tomorrow I'll be here. So I was like, okay, cool. Please excuse me. It's so hard to translate from Spanish to English. So I said, please excuse me that I couldn't go today. What time is convenient for you tomorrow? And she said, you can come at like 10:30. I'll be available. So I said, perfect. I'll see you tomorrow. That's what the interaction was between the both of us. Okay, cool. I was supposed to meet her on Wednesday, March 24th, and March 25th is when I went to go meet her. So I go to the salon suite, I find the suite, and I say, hi, I'm Samantha, nice to meet you. Met Linda. I have nothing bad to say about Linda. I really, really don't. I thought she was a great person. Me and her really hit it off. We had a great conversation. She was basically telling me that the person that she was sharing the suite, they were raising the prices. This is what I was told. I'm spilling all the tea because I just don't care. So basically, she asked me, she was like, oh, how much did Monica tell you you had to pay for the suite? And I was telling her that she told me that a single suite is $275 a week. And she basically told me, I'm gonna give this other lady her suite mate, I'm gonna call her Tia. So she told me that her and Tia are paying, basically they're splitting the rent $230 each, but Tia sometimes has to pay more because she's a hairstylist and she makes more. It's something like that. To be honest, I really didn't understand what she was saying, but she told me that Tia pays $230. So I was like, we went from $365 to $275 to $230. Say less. Like, that's great for me. I'm perfect with that. That's perfectly fine. So she basically told me that that's how much that they pay a month. However, because they are like, the management was raising prices, Tia decided that she was going to make a salon at her own house, and she was working with that. Her husband was building her a salon in her house, and yada, yada, yada. That is what Linda was telling me. She was giving me the tea on her. And I was just like, okay, that's cool. That worked out for me. I was looking, to start somewhere. This is a perfect space. We were talking about everything. She was showing me around. I was taking pictures. I was taking pictures. I was looking at the whole suite. I was like getting everything together, and I was just like, okay, this is perfect. Like, this is exactly what I wanted. It's cute. It's quaint. Perfect for what I needed. And she gave me her schedule, and her schedule and my schedule didn't even go together. So I was just like, this is perfect, because what I'm trying to do and what you're doing right now is never gonna clash. So me and her had a great conversation about it. She let me know, and she told me that Tia was selling this cabinet. I'm telling you, all this stuff is going to make sense. So she told me there was a cabinet. It was like a floating cabinet that hid like the dyes and everything, but it was like super nice. It was cute. So she told me that Tia was going to sell that, and that she would let me know how much she's going to sell it for when it's her time to leave. Okay, remember that. It all makes sense. Me and Linda met and we hit it off the best, and she was basically telling me like, thank you so much, because I really didn't want to leave this suite. I have been here for 8 years. My clientele is here. I'm set here. I didn't want to leave. Like, thank you so much, because I was really stressing out trying to figure out what I was going to do when Tia left. And I asked her, I said, when is Tia going to leave? She was like, it's going to be in the middle of May. So I was just like, oh, okay, that's perfect amount of time. Mind you, we are in March. So I was just like, oh, that's great. That's perfect amount of time. I still have a little bit more time to save a little bit more money, and I have time to prepare to get the suite together. So that's when I messaged right after that interaction on Thursday, March 25th, okay? I went there at 10:30, at 11:18 a.m., okay? I told Monica, I texted her. I said, good morning. I just met with Linda, and I'm definitely interested in sharing a suite with her. She showed me around the suite and everything and everything, and I think it would be a good fit. I know this would be towards the middle of May, so I would like to see what I need to do on my part. Ooh, this makes me so mad. Sorry. So I would like to see what I need to do on my part to start the process. Thank you. She says, I will call you this afternoon. Later, she says, by the way, yay, super happy it works out for the both of you. Linda is a sweetheart. I said, yes, we hit it off really well, and the space is exactly what I was looking for. I'm really happy it worked out. Okay. So then I get a text from Linda saying, hi, Samantha. My sweet mate, Tia, is selling the cabinet for $80. So I said, okay, I'm gonna buy it. And then I said, so then she replies that, okay, when you get a chance, if you can pass by over here, like I'll let her know that you want to buy it, but when you get a chance, let me know when you can come by so we could talk or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. I can't come today, but I can go this sometime this week. I'll let you know. Like, I'll send you a text message when I can, whatever. She said, okay, great. This is on March 27th. March 27th. So then the following, like during the week on Wednesday, I was like, good afternoon. If you have time today, I can go by the salon. She said, yes, come. So I go, and guess who's there? Tia. So Tia is there, and I met her, and she was basically telling me like, yeah, she's leaving in the middle of May, that it's not really convenient for her anymore, da 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 da. And she was showing me different things that she was going to sell. Different things that she was selling. And I told her for a fact, I want that cabinet. Like, that cabinet is mine, girl. Like, $80. Because she was like, oh yeah, somebody on the other side wants it or whatever. And I was like, girl, I will pay you more for that cabinet. I want the cabinet. It's a nice cabinet. So I met her, whatever. She wasn't that great. She wasn't that pleasant or whatever. But she gave me her business card. She was like, text me. And if you have any clients or whatever that want certain things and that I offer, blah, 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 we can bounce off clients or whatever. I didn't really like Tia, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't really get good vibes from her. I got really good vibes from Linda, but like Tia, I wasn't really feeling her. But neither here nor there, she gave me her business card and I was just like, okay, perfect, thank you, blah, 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 whatever. Remember that. So now, not only have I was offered this suite, I met with the lady that is going to stay there, Linda, and I met with Tia, who was leaving. So I met with both of these people, and they were telling me like, oh, you should talk to Monica. I think she's here. Talk to her to see like, you know, what's going on, get like an actual understanding of what's going on. They were telling me to talk to Monica to, you know, get in touch with her to get the show going. So that same day, Wednesday, March 31st. So I was over there. I came over there earlier in the day around like 11. So at March 31st at 12:30, I texted Monica and I said, good afternoon. I stopped by to meet with Linda and I met Tia. I'm not sure if you were here to speak with you if you have a chance. And when she responded, I'm headed that way in a few minutes. I should be there closer to 1. It was 12:30. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to go grab some Starbucks. I'm going to wait in the parking lot. When she tells me that she's there, all right, like no sweat, I will go ahead and go up there. So I said, gotcha. I will be there then. So then, you know, I go to Starbucks, whatever. I'm on the phone. I got caught up in the phone with my sister, whatever. So I texted her. I texted Monica at 1:59 p.m. I said, I'm here whenever you get a chance. She never responded. That's the thing with her. She never responds, but that's fine. So I go up there because I had no issues with Monica to begin with. Let's get that very clear. She was very friendly with me. I was very friendly with her back, as you can see in my text messages. So when I go back up there, I went back to the suite. I talked to Linda and I talked to T and I was like, oh, is she here? And they're like, oh yeah, she just passed by. So I caught her while she was in the hallway and I was like, oh, hey, like I just wanted to talk to you, kind of see where like things are going, the process, everything like that. So we met in the break room, and she sat down and she broke down the prices. She told me, okay, between you and her, it's kind of between you and her on how you guys want to do it. I will be needing a $500 deposit from you, and from there we'll go ahead and get your lease application. We'll go ahead and get your contract, the rules and regulation, everything. I'll go ahead and follow up with you. So once it gets closer to the time that she's going to leave, because she's leaving between like mid May, I will go ahead, and once it gets closer to that time, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the paperwork and we can sit down and talk about everything. Cool. I said, bet. Is there anything that like you need from me? She said, the only thing I'm gonna need from you is the $500 deposit, which was great because when we initially spoke that day that she gave me the tour, she told me that it's a $1,500 deposit. So I was already thinking like I'm gonna have to pay $1,500. So when she told me it was only $500, I said, oh great, like this is a perfect situation. I'm just saving money left and right. So therefore, after that whole conversation, we went about our day. I said, thank you so much. Let me know when it is that you want my deposit. I'll meet with you then. You guys don't even know how many breaks I'm taking right now just to make sure that I have everything together. So come fast forward. All that happened on March 31st. Tuesday, April 20th. Okay? So all that happened March 31st. It is now April 20th. She sends me a text at 12:21 p.m. Hi, Samantha. Hope you're doing well. Are you available today to meet with me around 2 p.m.? We can meet at this restaurant, or 2:30. And I lied. I said I had a client, but I was just like, girl, I just got back from the gym. It's 12:21. How you gonna tell somebody, can you meet at 2 that same day? I was like, girl, what? So I was like, hello, I actually have a client today at 1:30. Can we do later today or tomorrow? She said I could probably hang around for a little bit more, like around 3:30. So generous of you. So I was just like, I guess she really needs to meet. So whatever. I said, okay, 3:30 works. I will head over as soon as I finish. Do I need to bring anything? She says, please bring your ID, your professional pic, or if on phone to be able to send to me. I didn't understand what that meant. And check, cash, or money order, $500. I said, okay. So you know what I did? I got my licenses and everything. I got I don't know what professional picture. I don't know why she wanted a professional photo. I have no idea, but I didn't have one, so I just left that out. I went to the bank and I took out $500. Now, let me tell y'all something. What I did in preparation of this, right? I wanted to make sure, because things get really fishy when you start doing taxes when you are a self-employed person. You have to do taxes a certain way. You have to do things a certain way. So I opened up a completely separate bank account. So any and every business expense, all the money that I have coming in for my business and all the money I'm spending on my business is solely going to be in that account. Everything personal is in my personal bank account, but this was that. So I opened up a whole other bank account here. So that way I had all that together. So I go to that bank account, I take out the $500 cash, meet her at the restaurant. So April 20th rolls around at 3:34. I said, I'm here. Are you inside? She says, hi, I'm by the snack window outside, because everything here is outside. So I was like, all right, cool. I meet with her, I sit down. She has her computer, she has these binders, these folders, whatever. And we are just talking, we're chatting it up. And we were just basically talking about how like Linda was so sweet and she's so nice. And she was like, yes, this, that, and the third. So she's asking me, she wants a copy of my cosmetology license. And I didn't have like what she wanted. Like I had my license, but I had to send her like the official like code and all this other stuff. I don't know, Florida here is so different, but I gave her all of that. I sent it to her, blah blah blah. We're talking, we're chatting it up. Okay, so then she has me fill out what I am assuming is the application. So I'm filling it out. I'm giving her my name, my information, how long I've been doing hair, how long I've been licensed. I'm dual licensed, this, that, and the third, all the certifications that I have, how much I make in a week on average, how many clients do I have, all this stuff. Okay. So I signed that. She gives me another document because I know that I signed it twice. So I know for a fact that I signed the application, and there's another document that I presume is something else, but whatever, we're going to get to that. Is another document that I signed. And the reason why I know I signed two documents that she didn't send me was because I asked her, I was like, oh, do you want me to type it like an e-signature? And she was like, no, I have a touch screen. You can just actually sign your name. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's how I know I signed it. But I'm telling you, all this stuff makes sense. So I signed on the computer. I signed twice on the computer. And then she had two actual papers, like for me to read over the rules and regulations of everything, and I signed that too. And on that document you see leasing manager and tenant. Okay, leasing manager and tenant. Okay, so as you can see, and I also paid the $500 deposit, in which she gave me a receipt, and I'm going to show y'all the receipt, the literal receipt. It says my name, security deposit for sharing space with Linda. Okay, so I signed multiple documents. I paid a security deposit. I gave you my license. I gave you my information. So as you can see, I'm under the impression that this is us signing the contracts, right? I'm under the impression that we are moving forward, and all these things that I'm signing is me securing my suite. Okay? And then she goes to tell me before I leave, she was like, I want to let you know that, just in case you stop by the suite or anything and things are said, this is what's happening. Tia is kind of having like second thoughts about what's going on. She's kind of going back and forth. One day she says she's going to leave. One day she says she isn't. But just in case she lets you know, I'm going to let you know that I am honoring, our agreement. You are, I already gave you the space. You told me that everything was good. Like, I'm getting your deposit. We're already signing the paperwork. Everything is good to go. Like, don't worry about it. And I was like, okay, I specifically said, is Linda okay with this? Like, is Linda also on the same team? And she's like, yeah, no, Linda is fine. Everything is taken care of. It is your suite. And I was like, okay, so what day should I be ready to move in? Because I know that you said that you guys have to paint and take off the things that she has on the walls and things like that. And she was like, we're looking at a calendar. And she was like, she is looking at leaving on May 18th. And that May 18th of this year, okay, let me pull it up. So May 18th of this year's falls on a Tuesday. And she was like, I don't know if she's going to just leave on the 18th or if she's just going to leave the 16th. And from there, I can let you know what we can do, because I can either, if you start on the 18th, or if she leaves on the 18th and we have to paint or whatever, and that falls on like the 20th, then I can prorate you that week. So you don't have to pay the whole week. You can just pay a certain amount of the days that you're actually going to be there. Call me crazy, but I think we secured the suite. No? Okay. After that conversation, she sends me the liability insurance information. She lets me know when we sat down that I have to get liability insurance, that it's $150, and you can go through they have like a connecting party or whatever that they do it with. It's super simple, super easy. I pay the $150. I have insurance for the suite, yada, yada, yada. She sends me the information. Okay? Okay. Any additional insurance for specific tattooing, microblading, etc. will probably have to be an additional cost. That's the end of that. She gave me the exact information for it, everything like that. So cool. Okay. So this is where it gets juicy. This is the meat and potatoes of the story. I had no intentions of making this a two-part video, but things happen, so be sure to check out part 2 once it's up to get the full story.